Kevin Pearlstein, Pearlstein, Public Information Officer, CHP El Cajon area.
Okay, where are we, and what has happened here today?
Today about 2:30, we had a Freightliner big rig that was traveling westbound Interstate 8 to the southbound State Route 125 transition road. For an unknown reason, the female driver of the big rig lost control, swerved to the left, where she traveled through the metal guardrail that separates northbound and southbound traffic. After crossing all of southbound lanes, she proceeded to strike the concrete wall that separates northbound 125 from the transition to eastbound Interstate 8. As the big rig traveled through the concrete wall, it struck a Chevy Aveo that was traveling in the number 1 lane that had 2 female occupants. Unfortunately, those 2 female occupants succumbed to their injuries due to the collision. We also had a Kia Sorento that was traveling in the slow lane or number 3 lane on the transition. It was also struck by the big rig. That vehicle had 4 occupants, 2 small children and 2 adults. The 6-year-old female, she suffered major injuries and is at Children's Hospital. The right front passenger, also in the Kia, major injuries. She's at Sharp Memorial. The other 2 passengers were minor to moderate injuries. In the big rig, the driver was minor to moderate injuries, and the gentleman in the sleeper berth at the time of the crash, he's also minor to moderate injuries.
And if we could just clarify the amount of adults and the amount of children involved?
We have 2 children and 6 adults.
And do we have a cause yet?
Not at this time. Looking at all the damage and everything, it looks like unsafe speed for conditions will definitely be a part of it. I don't know if that'll be the primary cause, but it'll definitely be part of it. We're having our MATE team. They investigate major injury crashes. They're on their way out here to handle the investigation and to process the evidence. We also have our commercial officer on scene, and he's evaluating the driver's logbook on the Freightliner to make sure she wasn't in violation of any laws and had the proper amount of rest prior to the crash. Our investigating officer is at the hospital with her, and once she's medically cleared, he's going to conduct a full DUI evaluation on her to make sure drugs and/or alcohol were not involved.
And what can motorists in the area expect in terms of closures and times?
Well, this transition road is going to be closed, I would think, all the way through the night, because Caltrans is going to have to come out and repair the wall. That in itself will be a lot of hours, plus we have to get the big rig out. Due to our MATE unit being here, they're going to want to process everything before anything's moved. So I would say for sure through the night, and who knows, by morning commute.
Anything you'd like to add, sir?
No, just, big rigs have a lot of weight behind them. It's hard for them to stop. It's unknown. We haven't gotten a full statement from the driver. We haven't processed all the witness statements. It's unknown if a vehicle cut him off or what caused the vehicle to swerve. So you just got to always remember that whenever you see a big rig around, it takes a long time for them to stop. And this is case in point. Metal guardrail, wall, and still didn't stop.